Welcome to my channel where truth is told and lies are exposed. So yeah, I've been working on my intro. I started to name my channel Truth Be Told, but then of course, while I'm scrolling yesterday, a channel pops up in my feed, and it was called Truth Be Told. But it was truth and the letter B instead of BE told, right? And I said, well, look at here, and so I've never been one to step on somebody else's toes, although I've been using that term on my platform forever. But so I want to be original. I want to have my own thing because I am my own person, right? That's the new one I'm gonna go with until hopefully I don't come across that. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that as an intro. Uh, Welcome to my channel where truth is told and lies are exposed. I like the way it sounds anyway. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. If you're new to my channel, I do a early morning devotional. That's my most consistent upload. That's my main focus is my devotional videos, and then in the afternoon I like to make these videos, lifestyle videos. What's in the news, what's trending, and that's just so you can get to know your boy a little better, right? And I offer my opinion, and try to add a little humor, a little, just be me in the process of it, right? And so thank you for tuning in. So hold on, now I got to get my glasses. All right, and also at the same time, I like to shout out different YouTube creators that I get content from, or I watch their content, but I get value from their content, and so that's one of my things. I like to just show support in that way. I don't want to just watch these people and subscribe to them. I also want to shout out their content that you if you that view my channel can go view their channels. There's enough out here for us all to eat, right? And so yeah. All right. So the first thing that I would like to talk about is this Diddy case. Now, I'm not really liking how everybody is throwing Cassie under the bus and defending Diddy. That's just my personal opinion. Now I understand that Cassie, from what I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been watching the case. I don't pay attention to celebrities. I stopped doing that a long time ago. I'm gonna just keep it real. Uh, uh, so I haven't really been paying attention much to the case. The only information I have on it is from watching other creators cover it, right? And and 99% of them are all throwing Cassie under the bus, in my opinion, right? It seems like she's on trial now. And I really don't like that, personally, right? Because I feel like that these people don't know what they're talking about when it comes to these matters, these legal matters. Uh, uh, for those who don't know anything about my backstory, I spent 14 years in federal prison. I used to be part of a criminal organization. I know personally how we used to treat women, and that whole deal. It's not nothing that I'm proud of. It's in my past. The Lord has brought me out of that darkness and into His glorious light. So I only make reference to that to bring just another perspective. So when they sit back and say that Cassie was a willing participant, see, what people don't understand is that when people are involved in that, especially a lot of these girls and especially a lot of guys, and they're being abused, it's easier just to go along and get along. It's safer because when you don't, you get hurt. And we saw Cassie get get beat up at the hotel. And that's just what we saw. And don't think that's the first time that ever happened to her. So when it's coming out that it looks like that she was a willing participant, you got to understand a lot of these people are just simply going along to get along to protect themselves, right? So it may appear as if that she was absolutely with it, and maybe there were times, maybe in the beginning, that it was right. But see, when you're involved in that type of criminal lifestyle, you don't start off just being a total monster. You ease people into it, and by the time you reveal yourself as being this real monster, they're so deep into it that it's too late to get out, right? And see, people don't look at it like that. And what's really irritating me is this: that Diddy is facing a RICO charge in federal court. A lot of people don't understand. That's serious. And it's a sex trafficking charge. So when I was doing my 14 years in federal prison, I ran into quite a few men that were in there for sex trafficking. Anytime you bring people across state lines for the purpose of sex, that is sex trafficking. That is what Diddy is being charged with. And I'm gonna say this. It's just my personal opinion. This just comes because just like how we have black fatigue in our community, we also have celebrity worship in our community. They worship the likes of Beyonce. They worship the likes of Diddy, and a lot of people in our black community minds, these people can do no wrong. And, and and see, and I speak from a person who used to run in a criminal organization and have done a lot of things. Okay, uh, uh, so I know the animals like Diddy, right? And so I know these kind of people, and I know what they're capable of doing and what they have done. And so I can and to see people throw Cassie under the bus, and that's why a lot of victims don't want to come forward. Because soon as they do, this is the backlash they get, right? And a lot of these monsters that's out here doing it, or a lot of these Diddy type people, they know that. So I'm not with it. I don't agree with it, and I see a lot of my favorite content creators taking the side of Cassie, and it's disappointing. Okay, so moving on. Another thing I'd like to speak on is a Democratic mayor. I wish I'd have wrote it down. Vetoed the reparations bill again. Black people, the reparations is not going to happen. It's just a carrot on a stick. It's just a carrot on a stick to get your vote. You know, it's not going to happen. At every term, just when you think you got something coming, another Democratic governor vetoes it down. It's just the same process. It did it in California. I think this was the New Jersey governor or whatever. What's that? The one black governor or whatever. He just vetoed it, and so now, of course, the black Democrats are just boo-hoo whining and crying again. You know, the same old sad song. It's not going to happen. Black people, I wish you would stop going for the okie doke. Why are we the most finessed people in the country? I just don't get it. I don't get it. You know, and then now they're coming out. It's just trickery. It's just a carrot on the stick. Okay, let's stop looking for handouts and looking for something free, and say, look, I don't need nothing from y'all. You just get out my way, and I'll go out there and get it for myself. That's all we really need for the government to do. Okay, there's more than enough opportunities out here for us. Everything is at our disposals. We just need to stop with this victim mentality. This is another example of black fatigue. Okay, all right, then moving on. I saw one report said 10 inmates. I saw another report said 11 inmates escaped from a jail in New Orleans. Okay. Speaking from somebody who has a lot of experience of being locked up and in jails, that is an impossibility. Okay, that we everybody know they had help. There's no way you're gonna just escape from jails like that. It just doesn't happen. Okay, and I'm not buying the story. One of the content creators I really enjoy watching is Anton Daniels. He pointed it out, right, and I kind of pushed back a little bit, but the more he shed some light on it, and I looked at it, he's absolutely right that they try to show you that they got through a hole behind the toilet. No, no, no. I think that's the cover up. Apparently 11 inmates escaped from jail. It was some hours before the jail did a head count and discovered it, and then they didn't even report this to the local police or anybody until 2 hours after they discovered they were gone. So I believe within that 2 hour window, that's when they were getting their cover story together, they put this little hole in the cell somewhere, and it's just no, I don't. I'm not buying it, you know. And then apparently it's coming out that these jails got cameras everywhere. You cannot go anywhere in the jail without being on the camera. And they got control units, where they open doors and close doors. And so apparently just at the time that 11 inmates escaped, somebody had left their duty to go get some lunch or whatever. And so that doesn't happen. That does not happen. This was an inside job. And just because I'm so anti-democrat, it's a Democrat ran city. So there's that, right? All right, so that's all I got. I just like to just break these points and just offer a little quick opinion. If depending on how my day go, I might make a longer video on one particular issue. I just like to just cover these little brief points and just connect with my subscribers. And so yeah, and so I like the channel I like to shout out today is Just a Girl Talk. She does a phenomenal job. She's a beautiful sister. I think all women should definitely be checking her content. She offers great value, and so I would just like to shout her out once again. Her name is Just a Girl Talk. That's the name of her channel. I wish I'd have wrote down her name as a person. I didn't. I didn't think about that. I wish I would have. But you can go find her at Just a Girl Talk. Okay. So thank you for watching. My channel. Uh, where the truth is told and lies are exposed, right? I kind of like that, so I appreciate some feedback and let me know what you think. And if you like my content, you want to see more of it, I'm just getting started. We're growing. Grow with me in this process and this journey. And so like, share, and subscribe. I don't, and leave a comment. I welcome all comments, positive and negative. Okay? So everybody have a blessed and a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.